Hi guys, this is Trisha Dishing, and you just saw a video I did on who will help the children. Are we finally awake? Are we understanding? Did Pizzagate, Pedogate, whatever you want to call it, get our attention that there is something severely wrong going on with the children in this world, not just in our country, but in the world? And you can call it Pizzagate, Pedogate, whatever you want to call it. It's not just about a little shop in Washington, D.C. It's happening worldwide. And I really believe, due to this awakening that God is awakening us to, that he's literally awakening the church and awakening people to understand that what we see is so much more darker and unbelievably warped than what we can imagine. And I want to share a testimony on, I know a girl who was raised in a satanic occult. And I don't want to say what her name is. I'll say what her name is now, but not what it was. And basically what happened was, the story that she told was just almost unbelievable, but you knew it had to be true because she was just so convincing, and everything, every physical scar, emotional scar, mental scar proved it as well. And one day our ministers had found her on the road. She escaped. She was 16 years old, and her family, her parents were in the occult, were Satanists, and they literally had this little girl to come to the age when she would begin to able to have babies, to menstruate, to have babies, and she was called a breeder. So she literally had 3 babies, I'm not sure, 3 to 4 babies by the time she was 16 years old. And each baby, because they didn't keep a birth certificate or a birth record, because it was, it was delivered by midwives, each baby was, not accounted for. So of course nobody knew what it was, but they were sacrificed to Satan. It's true. And whether you believe it or not, abortion is the way the elites, the Satanists, the deep state, whatever you want to call them, Luciferians, the beast system, is their way to literally legalize demonic sacrifices, because that's killing a baby. It's murder. And that is their way, hush, hush, all in the name of women's rights and reproductive rights, which is crazy to say, oh, we are still, yes, and we're doing it right in front of their face, offering up babies to their god Satan, to this Babylonian system that's here on this earth, this horrible, things are going to get worse, and thank God people are waking up. And basically what happened with this little girl, that we prayed for her. They casted out devils from her. She was ripped, torn, and battered. They took her to the doctors. She was torn to shreds, guys, her insides. The doctor said it would be a miracle if she could ever have a child again. That's how bad she was. But God was so faithful, and she just kept on coming to church, and the minister couple end up adopting her, and we just kept on praying, and she changed her name. It was a very demonic name, but she changed her name to Hope, because she said she has hope in Jesus now, and hope in life. And lo and behold, she's this was about 20 years ago. So lo and behold, about 10 years after that, she found a great Christian guy, a guy who loves the Lord. And they were able to have 2 children. God just totally healed her. So don't think that all these children, even if they do get, we shine a light and these people get arrested, and they're going to be messed up, the children. God can save them. God can heal them. God can deliver them. God can restore them. And their name can change to Hope. You know what I mean? But this just got to keep an eye awakening, and don't let them, listen, I just kind of think the arrests that are happening are just to appease us so they don't get to the elites. Okay. But don't get me wrong. Any arrest is awesome. One of these pedophiles being, arrested and put away, and a child being saved, is awesome. But we need to see more and do more. And so just take care, guys, and just know that hope's never lost with Jesus.